Jenna Ortega and Christina Ricci talked a lot on the set of Netflix's Wednesday, but not about one thing in particular. Here's how everything that wasn't said between the two actors helped Ortega truly shine as Wednesday. Tim Burton's popular series Wednesday stars Jenna Ortega in the titular role, and her portrayal in the Netflix show pays obvious homage to Christina Ricci's performance in the 1991 film The Addams Family and its sequel. Ortega was tasked with respecting the beloved character and growing with her as a teenager, and she did so flawlessly. Ricci also was in the series as Wednesday's teacher, Miss Thornhill, so it would stand to reason that the older actor acted as a mentor for Ortega. Surprisingly, however, the pair did not communicate about their shared character until after filming had wrapped.
I did not pick her brain. It was weird. It was like an unspoken agreement that we had when we first locked eyes, where we just thought, let's never talk about her.
Ortega's Wednesday, however, is different in certain ways from Ricci's depiction. Ortega explained to Entertainment Tonight, "There were a lot of challenges, because we've never seen her as a teenage girl before. We've never spent so much time with Wednesday as a character doing an emotional arc with someone who's usually the one-liner, you know?" However, Ricci and Ortega did eventually talk about their respective experiences of playing Wednesday. Ortega told E! News, "I think we had that conversation a little bit later, and she related to a lot of struggles or interesting challenges that made the job more fun or exciting in certain aspects, and that I really appreciated." The two actors also found that they had a lot in common with each other, and their shared character. Ortega told E! "I think naturally too, we both are a bit dry, and if we're talking to each other, neither one of us can tell if the other one's being serious or not, which is kind of a fun game." Ricci also feels a lot like Wednesday in real life. The actor explained to Collider, "I've always viewed myself as a natural contrarian, and so being in a world where everybody's just thrilled to be doing the wrong thing is just great for me. I love it." The last time we saw Miss Thornhill, she was under Wednesday's boot. If she doesn't return for another season, the actors may share the screen again, if Ortega has anything to say about it. When talking to E! News, she expressed interest in joining her Wednesday co-star on Ricci's other series, Yellow Jackets, saying, "That'd be so much fun. And it's cannibalism, right? That'd be so interesting." When asked who she would want to play, she replied in true Wednesday fashion, "One of the cannibals." The character of Wednesday Addams has been a fixture of pop culture spookiness since her introduction in Charles Addams cartoon strips and has been interpreted in a variety of ways for over half a century. While Christina Ricci's Wednesday may be the definitive example for some generations, Jenna Ortega's performance in the Wednesday Netflix series has certainly served as the next step in the character's cultural evolution.
Ew. What died?
Smells like childhood.
Thanks to an improvised dance performance in the Season 1 episode Whoa, What a Night, Ortega helped once again turn the character into a phenomenon, as the Wednesday dance became the hottest trend on TikTok. It seems as if Ortega and Ricci's decision to actively avoid discussing the character was to Ortega's benefit, as her performance was able to stand on its own. The show was such a massive success, Netflix has already greenlit a second season, which will surely continue the Wednesday craze. While there's certainly no way to prove the hypothesis, perhaps the reason everyone's favorite creepy, kooky gal has been an iconic presence after all these years is because of how well the character is able to speak to the othered folks of a specific time period. Thankfully, the world was blessed with multiple wonderful Wednesdays, and her influence will continue for decades to come.